Off today for Martin Luther King Day, which is good news. If you can stay inside, do it. This morning, Erie County is still under a winter storm warning as this lake effect band starts moving north. Let's take a live look over downtown Buffalo right now. That's on your right-hand side. Things are starting to change rather quickly as that lake effect snow is falling in downtown Buffalo and South Buffalo right now in Lackawanna. Meanwhile, as the snow moves out of Orchard Park, fans and crews at Highmark Stadium are working to get that snow out of the parking lots in time for this afternoon's game. And Patrick is over in the Weather Center right now tracking it all, not just the parking lots, out of the stadium itself. Patrick, good morning.
Yeah, there's those crews have got a lot of snow to maneuver and then get out of the way, which they will, because the good news is the lake snow has lifted north of Orchard Park, but it is still pounding the immediate south towns, Lackawanna, Blaisdell, West Seneca, into Depew, Lancaster. It's just about to Buffalo. It has left the building. The Orchard Park area is in the all clear for the most part. A little light snow continues to fall, but the heavy snow is lifting to the north. Winter storm warnings in place until 1 o'clock for northern Erie County. It'll be dropped soon for the south because no more snow is expected there, but 4 to 6 inches for Buffalo during the day today. And oh joy, another one coming for Wednesday. Well, really beginning tomorrow through Thursday, a winter storm watch in place. Buffalo looks to be the target zone for that heavy lake effect snow that's coming. Single digits out the door. Future look does show this band sitting over the same areas for a bit, but after sunrise, it should begin to lift north as we head into the afternoon. So a snowy day in Buffalo, Jamestown, Salamanca, dry. Wilson, Alcott, Youngstown dry, but Niagara Falls, you may get a little snow as well as it gets close. We will track snowfall amounts, talk about what is to come for the game, and of course, the rest of the week that's coming up.
Okay. Patrick, thank you. It is 6:03 on Daybreak, so that means right now the travel ban at Erie County has been lifted for all but 3 municipalities, the ones you see in red right here on this map. Lackawanna, Cheektowaga, and Lancaster still under a travel ban. Now the thruway and state roads, including the 219 and the 400, are back open as of 6 a.m. However, an empty tractor trailer ban is still in effect. And remember, conditions can still be very hazardous as you're driving through that lake effect snow band. Now, the other big story that everyone's talking about today, the Buffalo Bills playoff game against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and crews have been working so hard to clear the snow from the field and the stands and parking lots as well. And Daybreak's Lauren Hall joins us live outside. Lauren, what is going on right now in Orchard Park? Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Melissa. Well, those crews really have their work up against them this morning. It is only about 9 or 10 degrees out here in Orchard Park. The snow is still coming down. The lights are on in the stadium, and that's because Bills fans have been inside all night trying to get ahead of this and trying to clear the snow so that 70,000 people can go watch that playoff game here in about 10 and a half hours. Some of the shovelers who have been here all night are starting to leave now, and we've had a chance to talk with some of them. One man who we just spoke with pulled up, and he was not too optimistic about how things were going. He pulled up, rolled down the window, and said, "It is a blank show in there." You can imagine the first word that he used. He thought that more people needed to be here in order for them to really make any progress overnight. Of course, yesterday we all saw that viral video. There was some shenanigans and some fun happening for the shovelers. Some shirts off, some people sliding down the chutes for the snow. We also talked to another carload of fans that actually drove in from Pennsylvania for this. The woman driving was a Steelers fan from Allentown, Pennsylvania, and she grabbed a couple of her friends, and they just wanted to have a fun experience here, and they were here and they shoveled all night. They are still looking for shovelers here at the Bills Stadium this morning. Now that more of those driving bans have been lifted, they're hoping that more people can get here legally and safely. They will pay you $20 an hour, give you food, give you a place to warm up if you need it. You are asked to bring your own shovel, but they do have shovels for people that don't have their own shovels. And then on the other side of the camera, what else is going on is they are working really really hard, and they're making good progress clearing these stadium lots. We're in lot 6 right now. That's where the shovelers are being directed to go if they want to come here and help. But we have seen them pretty much clear this entire lot in the last 30 minutes or so, and that's using those front loaders and then dump trucks to haul the snow away. But there is a lot of snow here in Orchard Park. A lot has fallen over the last couple days, and you have to imagine that there will not be the normal amount of parking here today, just because snow is taking up a lot of the spots, both in the stadium lots, which open at 12:30, and in the private lots, which, Melissa, I did not see any activity at any of those private lots when we pulled in a little bit before 5 this morning. We'll keep you updated throughout the day, but for now, I'm Lauren Hall live in Orchard Park. We'll send it back to you.
All right, Lauren, thank you. We know Abbott Road closes at 11:30 this morning in order to keep the snow removal process going. Now, if you are braving the cold and snow and going to the Bills game this afternoon, you're going to want to get a plan in place right now and be flexible with that plan too, because Orchard Park police say that Bills fans should expect, as Lauren just said, parking is going to be really, really tough because of the massive amounts of snow. And we know the Bills Mafia loves to tailgate early, but police are also urging fans not to show up before the stadium lots open at 12:30, even if the private lots are open, because the roads leading up to the stadium and around the stadium will be blocked for snow removal.
We do not have a lot of time from when the last snow drops until kickoff, or in this case, until parking lots open, to get that snow moved out. So showing up way too early and sitting on the side of our public highways blocking the roads isn't going to do anything to help us out.
So once again, the chief is asking for fans to be flexible with their plans. Don't get there too early, and be patient and be very careful when walking around the stadium also. Meanwhile, at the Buffalo Airport, some people are still waiting to hear if their flight will take off today. This is a live look right now at the flight board from the Buffalo Airport, where the majority of flights are canceled today or delayed. A few are scheduled to take off at 6 o'clock this morning, headed for Atlanta and Detroit. But you are also urged to get to the airport early if your flight is there. But the NFTA says that everyone needs to stay home, actually, because there's still a driving ban in Cheektowaga. So you cannot drive to the airport because the travel ban is in place. And we spoke with a couple last night who's been stuck at the airport for days now.
We want to make sure that people are adhering to that travel ban. So if you cannot get to the airport, it doesn't matter if your flight is coming, arriving, even if you have somebody to pick up. If you're in a place where the travel ban is, please stay home.
And that was Kelly Khatib with the NFTA. But that couple that we mentioned, they took a trip to Buffalo to sightsee and take in the snow, and they said that they got a lot more than they expected. And their next flight is rescheduled for tomorrow afternoon. We'll have a live update from NFTA officials on what's happening at the airport. That's coming up at 6:30